Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I have no idea what day it is, but it's a day. So come on in and good morning. If you're finding it, just call somebody in here and share it out to them. So somebody's on with me. Hello, hello, whoever you may be. It's a great day to have a great day. So come on in. Let me just let the peeps know that I am online. And see if y'all can find me. All right, so I need to change what we're doing because we're not chanting. We are having a cup of joy this morning. So welcome, welcome in everybody that's coming and finding it. And I think it might be Thursday. Is today Thursday? If it is, it's Thankful Thursday. So I'm glad you're here. Good morning, Kathy Hand. See, I knew somebody would find it. Morning, Annie Seven. All right, I have arrived. I am in Kentucky. Good morning, Josie. So, let's see. There it is. All right, so let's go into our hearts to thank you, Annie. I got to my sister Sheila's at midnight last night. So, I'm a little tired this morning. I was on the road from 9 o'clock in the morning with a short stop to see one of my sisters, and I got here about midnight. So it was a very long day in that car yesterday. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Kathleen. Oh, thank you, Annie. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Let's do the heart brain coherence for just a minute because I really need this. And so if I do, I'm sure others do as well. So breathe into your heart center and share out the love. Share it with your brain. Share it outside of your body into the world. And just keep breathing love in and breathing love out. Coming to a very good place inside your heart. Whew, that felt good. So how's everybody doing? Do a little check-in. Let me know how you are. Give me something you're grateful for so we can share some of that gratitude all around. And I'm going to read what the angels gave last night for a message, which did not go up on the website until this morning because everybody went to bed and I didn't have the password for the Wi-Fi here until this morning. But it is up now, and it's called Tune In to the Love Frequency. You never attract that which you want, but always that which you are. And that's by Neville Goddard, one of my favorite people in the whole world. My sister Loretta has always been my hero. She always showed me unconditional love and treated me more like I was her child than a sister. Her oldest daughter is very close in age to me, and we have had a sisterly bond since childhood. When I was in second grade, I went through a period of time where I was sick a lot. I couldn't make it through the school day some days, so I went to her house as she lived across the street from the school. When I was a teenager, she brought me out to where she had moved in Indiana so I could babysit for her for the summer. She had 5 girls, all very close in age, like a year apart, and it was a summer I will never forget. They all conspired to torture me. I remember clearly the day one of them, and it's still unclear which one did it, she called the fire department, and then the panic that ensued when the firemen showed up yelling for us to come out of the house. Somehow, All six of us survived that summer and created a forever bond. Today, I saw my sister. My heart broke at the terrible disease of dementia that has stolen her vibrancy, her wit, and her ability to have a quality of life. I just wanted to take her in my arms and make everything all right again, but I couldn't. All I could do was tell her how loved she is, how beautiful she is, and how much I appreciate her, and then hope that some of that got through. I pray that when she wakes up tomorrow, she will remember that the quote relative that visited her was me. Dear angels, I know there are things in life that we cannot understand. I get that. It doesn't make it any easier when we watch a loved one going through such a hard time, and all we can do is pray. Dear ones, your love and compassion is always felt by the soul, even when the human brain cannot comprehend what is happening. Connect in to the universal field of consciousness, and there you will find your loved ones in their true, vibrant selves. The human body is just a vessel. The soul is not diminishing along with the vessel, but is growing stronger as the body gets weaker. Connecting on this deep soul level is what all humans do, although some are not aware of the connection. It is like the radio frequency that's always broadcasting, but not everyone understands to tune in to hear. When you are no longer using the vessel, your hearing is perfect, and thus you can communicate clearly on the ethereal plane. Do not fret, dear ones, because you think you are forgotten by your loved ones who can no longer connect as they have in the past. They know you and understand as they tune into the frequency of your love. Dear angels, today I promise to always communicate on the deep soul level instead of on the surface. Oh, hello, everyone that's coming in. So I know some of you can relate to what was written, and some of you can relate to having a loved one who doesn't know who you are or doesn't understand what's going on with them. And it's hard, you guys. It's really hard on that human level for us to watch someone go through that. But I was so comforted by the angel's words, and I hope that those of you who can understand what I'm talking about also can read those words and be comforted by the fact that it doesn't matter that somebody doesn't know you anymore. They know you on that deeper soul level. Oh, thank you, Brookie. It is. It's heartbreaking to watch somebody going through it. Good morning, Joanne. And Brookie. Good morning, Brookie. Hope Wellington Marshall, thank you for being here. Blue Jean. Very busy, Blue Jean. Please pray for safety. They are taking down a very rotten tree, it seems. Holy moly, gotta go talk to the sweet tree guys. Okay. Leo, good morning. Sally and Tony, I miss you already. And yeah, thank you, you guys. It was tough. I had not seen my sister in over 3 years, and it was very just heart wrenching to go through it. But something told me to do it. Something told me that I had to go in to see her, and so I did. And Joanne says, "Thank you for the beautiful message and breathing light into my soul this morning." Yeah, I know that. I know you understand on that deep level, Joanne, what this is all about, and such a terrible disease to deal with. Isabel, good morning, sweet one. So I want to see what Kuan Yin has to say this morning. Oh, is it that one, Kuan Yin? It is that one. Okay. And Blue said, we were lucky that at the end, Ruth knew exactly who we were, though she could not speak. She gazed at us with radiant love. Yeah, I, I just kept sitting and looking in my sister's eyes, and I could see the confusion. And yeah, it was really hard for somebody not to know who you are when you've been a part of their life your whole life. And Sally, Lily was so mad at us last night for coming home without you. That girl can hold a grudge. Yeah, I miss sweet Lily. And my sister that I'm staying with, Sheila, has cats. And the one cat kept coming up to me last night, like, and who are you? I don't think I know you, but I'm going to check you out anyway. Oh, good morning, Prachetta. She, yeah, sweet Lily. I know she really won my heart for sure. And Hope says, "Ah, Mama P, I had that with my grandma many moons ago, but for some reason she made the whole process funny. She turned into a comedian. Maybe that was her way of dealing with it." Yeah, I was hoping to get that with my sister, but it seems to have stolen, like I said in the blog, her wit, because normally she has some good snarky comments, and yeah, it wasn't there. Thank you, Sally. All right, so Kuan Yin says, walls come tumbling down. To defend ourselves against pain, we can create walls of protection all around us, sometimes without even realizing it. Those walls make it hard for love, life, and joy to enter our world. Maybe we needed those walls once upon a time, but now it's time for those walls to come tumbling down because divine love wants to enter your world. We do put up walls, don't we? We protect ourselves against hurt, but sometimes we need that wound to talk to us. We need to be able to feel it, to heal it. And I really believe that. I believe that when we can acknowledge something, we understand it more. And then when we understand it, we know how to work with it. We know how to release it and how to come to a place, even though it still hurts, even though it doesn't change the situation at all, we change. Our perspective changes because we're able to see it for what it is. So I know that as I went through that heartache yesterday, I can't take it personally. I know that it is something that's um, really prevalent in our world right now, especially so many people are going through dealing with dementia and Alzheimer's with their relatives. And we can't take it personally. We just have to understand that it's a process. And all we can do sometimes is just pray and keep loving and keep sharing a smile because the smile says so much and just helps whoever is seeing that smile, they see the energy of it. Just like our Marietta teaches us. The smile is spirit magnifying incredible loving energy. All right, so let's get to a message from the tiny book. Oh, thank you, Sally. Please keep doing that. Keep sending prayers up for her. She's been on our prayer list ever since we've had a prayer list. And her sweet family, please pray for all of them in having to deal with it every day. For me, it was that one time of spending moments with her, but she has 5 girls and her husband that are there every day. And just send all of them love. Thank you. And good morning, Preet on YouTube. Thank you for being here. And I have coffee this morning. My brother-in-law made it, and it's really good. All right. A message from the tiny book. So what we got? Anybody got a number for me? Trees are swinging through the air. Oh boy. Kathleen says, my cousin in Florida had Alzheimer's and was in a nursing home, not really knowing people. I flew to see him, figuring he would not know me. But when I got to his room, he looked up and said, hi, Kathy. It was his gift to me as he passed not long afterward. My heart goes out to you and your family and to Loretta. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, it was tough, but it was interesting because, as with many people who have dementia, sometimes there's something that clicks. And what clicked for her yesterday was Florida, because something came up about traveling, and my niece Brenda, that I'm so close to, was talking about Florida because she does go to Florida quite a bit. And my sister looked at me and she goes, "Well, you've been in Florida a long time." So there's moments of lucidity, and you just cherish those moments. Um, Page 7, Joanne says. Let's see what's on page 7. And we'll go with Tony's number 3. Challenge is essential to your growth. What you think of as your darkness or shadow self is not to be dreaded or feared, but instead to be honored and welcomed to propel you forth into a higher level of understanding. I think this is the perfect message to go along with what we're talking about, and about the challenges that we have in life. So let me read it again, because I think I messed up just a little bit. Challenge is essential to your growth. What you think of as your darkness or shadow self is not to be dreaded or feared, but instead to be honored and welcomed to propel you forth into a higher level of understanding. And that's what it does. If we take the time with those things that we're dealing with, those struggles, those what I call the fires of life that we walk through, and those hot coals that we walk over, then we understand things better. We understand them on a much deeper level than if we go through something and just focus on how hard it is, or how hot those coals were. And what's going on? My computer just popped up something. Okay. That was weird. Right in the middle of my screen. I'm like, wait, what's going on with my computer? But yeah, if we understand it, then we can work with it, right? And sometimes it takes a couple of times to understand it. And that's why we repeat lessons. That's why it keeps coming up for us until we pause and we ask, what's going on? What do I need to know about this? What do I need to understand about what I'm going through? Kathy, love that message about challenges. Yeah, because I know you go through challenges and struggles, Kathy, and like I was just saying, sometimes we don't get it the first time. Sometimes it's like, okay, hand it to me again because I didn't get it the first time it hit me over the head. Let me stand here and be hit over the head again. But I know in my own life, I've done that. I've been through so many things that I didn't get the first time that it happened. And I just thought, wow, that was strange. And then it happens again. And oh, well, maybe I'm supposed to pay attention to something. So sometimes when we keep getting the same message over and over, it's for a reason. And so it's time to step away and be the observer. This is what I like to do and how I handle the challenges and the struggles. I become the observer and I say, what is this all about? Um, what do I need to know from this? And how do I work with it? How do I deal with it? How do I understand it more fully so that I know that when something comes up again, then I've got it and I know how to work with it. And I think that once we get those deeper lessons that we're here to learn about and the challenges that help us grow, then it's like, oh, I got this. I don't have to repeat this lesson again because I know now. And so we can move on to the next challenge, whatever that may be. So I hope you all can resonate with that message, those messages this morning, the angel message and the message from Kuan Yin, who always helps us to learn and grow. And Deirdre's here. Good morning, Deirdre. And Priest says, please pray for people, those suffering in the floods in India. Yes, we heard about that, and definitely praying for floods in Punjab and also here in the States where Blue is. In Vermont, there was flooding where I'm at in Kentucky, not this exact spot, but very close by. There was flooding that happened yesterday. And it's the little town, if you all remember, I think it was 2 years ago, they had the tornado that came through and tore up the whole town, just almost pretty much leveled that town and destroyed homes and the whole area. Well, now they got floods. And I saw it when I was at my sister's house yesterday. I saw the news report of the flooding that was there. Have a good day, Kevin. Love you. Sally says, we are like toddlers learning something for the first time. It takes repetition to make it stick. Yeah. And sometimes we're very curious and we feel like we have to touch that hot stove, don't we? Even though we're told, you know, that's hot, you know, that's going to hurt if you do it. And we do it anyway. What is that? It's more than curiosity. It's like we're drawn to have that experience. And any parent can understand that when you want to tell your child, don't do this, I've done it and it didn't work out well, but they do it anyway. And we're like, why didn't you listen to me? But sometimes we have to go through that experience for ourselves. Sometimes we have to say, oh, it can't be that bad. I'm going to do it and see what happens. And then the rest of the story. So yeah, it's something that happens. It's a phenomena that I will not understand, but nobody can tell us exactly what our experience is going to be. And I think that's a big part of it. It has to be our experience in the things we deal with. And Prachetta says, karma keeps coming back unless one learns a lesson. Oh, you found us, Blue. Good. And Sally said, it takes me 3 hard knocks in the head to make it stay put. Yeah. Sometimes I think I've repeated lessons more than 3 times. Sometimes it's like, all right, this is the 10th time now and I'm done. I know I have said that to God out loud. And I've said, do not send me that lesson again. I get it. I understand it. I'm not going to go through that again. But sometimes if we need the lesson, if we need to understand a different aspect of it, then yeah, we go through it again. And it's stopping the resistance to it. It's fully just saying, okay, I get it. This is my lesson and I get it. And allow it then to be more fully opened up so you can know all aspects of it. You have frozen peas, Blue? Well, I'm hoping I'm not frozen. Am I frozen for anybody else? Let me change the wording here so we can all know to put in prayer request. We already have prayer requests for India. Excuse me, for India, for the flooding, for Kentucky, for the flooding they're going through, for Vermont with all the damage from the flooding up there, and rebuilding roads and things that got washed away. Oh, thank you, not frozen. Well, Blue, I guess you're going to have to reboot, maybe go out and come back in. Uh, Andrea Gregg, good morning to you. So, what a beautiful morning together. And thank you all. Thank you for your compassion. Thank you for your love. It really does make a big difference that I know that whatever I face along this journey of life, I'm not alone. I have my P family, and I know that you all have my back. And when I go through something that's heart wrenching, like I did yesterday, you know that you're right there wrapping your arms around me. And Deirdre's offering prayers. So let me put that up because I love your beautiful prayer, Deirdre, for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, and for attention to human trafficking. Thank you. And for Chetta, okay, so I'm going to have to put it on the screen because I don't think I can read those names. So that's where the flooding is bad. All right, so we'll lift up those areas and all of the ones that are affected by that flooding that's going on there in India. And Kathleen Caputo has prayer, and I'm doing this because I think Blue might be frozen, and she's our grid keeper of the East, and we want her to put all of this in the grid. Adding Bailey, a 4-year-old with brain cancer, a new Hotto Bear superhero. We certainly will, Kathleen. All right, so you can hear us, Jean. Okay, good. Thank you. And Blue says, I have to say, watching this 100-foot crane swinging trees from one side of the house to the other is certainly a new way to feel small. Well, just know it's doing the job that it has to do. And there's a purpose to what it's doing, and always keep that front and center, which is for our Dolly to be there with you. And I'm so happy that that's going to happen. Oh, Andrea Gregg, I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for that. And Prachetta, prayers for my beautiful fairy Teri, ma'am. Prayers for Neil and Mina, Masama. Prayers for peace. Lots and lots of love. Love to you too, Prachetta. And Joanne, prayers that we find the perfect nursing home for my mom. We are advised 24-hour care. Yeah, it's necessary when someone is not able to care for themselves. They really do need that 24-hour care. And hope, hugs and kisses for you, Mama P, and your sister Loretta and her family. Thank you. And you got the prayers. Okay, Blue, thank you. And oh, yes, Preet, thank you for that. Sometimes we forget about the animals that are caught up when there's a trauma like a flooding or a fire, but praying for those animals and the ones who lost their beautiful pets or lost the animals that they know were outside that didn't survive whatever it was, a flood or a fire. Okay, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss any of the prayers that you all put in here. And yes, we keep lifting up our sweet Josie and thinking about you, Josie, and loving on you. Okay, so let's go into our hearts. If you have more prayers, just type them in. I'll add them into the list. And I'll do that after I get off of the show. I'll add those into our Peapod prayer list that we went over yesterday. And thank you to those who came in yesterday and gave updates on the ones that we pray for. All right, so let's go into our hearts right now and just envision this beautiful light, like the message from the angels said. Sometimes we don't understand on the human level. We may not know everything, and we can't understand everything in this lifetime, but we do know it intimately on the higher level, where our soul is guiding us in the ethereal plane. So let's go there today. Let's just shut out any other thoughts, anything that's going around, that's happening around us, any of the to-do list that we have going on. I have a big to-do list and I'm putting it to the side because right now it's important to just pull love into our hearts. So just envision this sun. It's not our sun that's circling our planet or that we're circling, but it's this huge, great central sun. And just see love coming from that sun. Every bit of it. All the love just oozing our way, shining a light on everyone that's on this planet, covering us in this white light. Going in through the crown chakra, just open to it, coming and filling your soul right now. Going into the crown, through the third eye, through the throat chakra, and straight to the heart. And let that light anchor there in the heart for a moment. Just let it surround you and fill you. And know that this is divine love. This is what it feels like. It feels warm. It feels comforting. So just see that light right now in your heart. And that light is so big that your heart can't contain it all. So watch it as it moves. And it moves now down to the solar plexus. And in the solar plexus, that light and that love is telling you how amazing you are. You are enough. You are worthy. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be held in this warm embrace. You deserve every good thing in life. And as it goes down to the sacral chakra, you deserve to have fun. You deserve to have pleasure. Just open up to this light, this love that's telling you how amazing you are. And become creative as that sacral chakra opens up. How can I work with this light? How can I spread this light further out from me into the world? And then watch it travel to your root chakra. Sometimes when we go through a trauma, like a flood or fire, or something personal that's going on with relatives or spouses or friends, family, sometimes we're really shaken by that experience. So let this light hold you. Let it wrap around your root chakra and tell you that you are safe. You are secure. That whatever is happening, you're strong enough to go through that fire. So let it just envelop you and your entire root chakra all the way down to the bottom of your feet, and feel that warmth, feel that love coming from the light. And now feel your energy go out the bottom of your feet into Mama Gaia. Let's ground right now. Let's put that energy way down into the center of Gaia, where there's a crystalline center that we can connect with that we can say, I feel stronger by being connected in. It's like you're plugging into a power cord, because that's what's happening as you plug into that crystalline center. You can fully feel all that power coming from Mama Gaia, holding you tight, just as Divine Mother is holding us tight in our heart. The heart of Gaia also holds us and lets us know how strong we are, how beautiful and amazing we are. So as you are plugged into the heart and to the heart of Gaia, let's reach outward, reaching out with all this love that we're holding right now inside, and asking for every prayer that has been given to be lifted up, to be seen and acknowledged, to be answered to the best and highest good. And watch as that white light just covers everyone that we're praying for. If you put somebody into this message, into our prayer list, watch them as they get covered with this white light and see it, see the intention behind it, to bring peace and love and joy to their lives. And let's pour more love into our dear Mama Gaia. Let's let this earth plane know that we are holding the earth in our heart. We want peace on this planet. We want a world that works for all of us. Just put that thought and that intention forward. And anyone, anywhere on this earth plane that's making decisions that affect all of us, we pray that this light reaches their heart and that they also have a vision of peace. Ooh, now bring that energy back up to your heart from Gaia and just let it merge in with all that white light that's in your heart. And let's give that away, because that's what we do every day. And we do it on the count of 3, 2, 1. We say, thank you. I love you. I love you all so very much. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for your love for me, for each other. And so let's get that love flowing. Love and gratitude. And it is Thankful Thursday. So reach out to somebody today and say, I love you. Thank you. And I want to personally thank all of you who reached out to me yesterday. Remember, I issued a challenge to send a note, a love note to somebody, telling them how much you love and appreciate them. So thank you to those who reached out to me as I was on the road and said those words. There is nothing that lifts you faster than love. So when somebody sends you a note that says, thank you, I love you, take it to heart and let it lift your vibration. That's what it did for me yesterday. So thank you to everyone who sent me a little love note yesterday. And here we go with the love and the gratitude. Mama Hana Bear, I love you so much. Thank you. Our Deirdre, thank you. I love you. Marietta, our heart lady, thank you for being here, Marietta. Oh, I love you so very much. Our Prachetta, thank you. I love you. Holding you tight in my heart, darling, and all of India for what they're going through right now. And Leo's here. Thank you. I love you. Love all of you. Well, we love all of you, Leo. And Brooke, thank you. I love you. And Joanne, holding you up, Joanne, knowing that, things sometimes look dark, but just keep that light inside your heart, because that will light up the darkness. And Preet, thank you for being with us today from India. Sally and Tony, thank you. We love you. Miss Hope Wellington Marshall, Love you so very much. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Prachetta. And Catherine DeSanti, holding you high, darling. And so glad that things are looking up at the home where Peter is. We continue to pray for them there. And our blue jean, thank you. We love you. The tree was rotten and very dangerous. Amazing no one got hurt, and the guys dancing in the air. Thank you, Faye. Yeah, those Faye are taking care of you. All right. So I'm thinking that it's Leo time. What are you all thinking? Let me go see if I can grab him and bring that beautiful message to us.
My name is Chef Jamoke.
Good morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day.
Come on, come on.
Here we go, come on, come on! Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on a mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Cup full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Cup full of joy.
Oh, thanks, Mo. Woo is right. And why is my gizmo insulted? Gizzy, I love you so much. I love all of you. Thank you for being with me today. Stay in your hearts, stay blessed, and I will see you later. Namaste, y'all.